What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back with another statue unboxing and review, and this time we have from Sideshow their Nightcrawler premium format from their quarter scale X-Men line. Kick the theme music. Alright guys, first of all, we gotta show love to this art box. I feel like it's been a while since I reviewed a Sideshow piece. Must have been the Venom premium format. They always go all out with the artwork. I love the picture of the statue on the front, kind of all these different versions of the BAMF going all around it, even like a vortex in the back here, leading up to the top. Love how they go all out with these art boxes, but enough of the box, let's get into the unboxing. See, this is what I love about Sideshow. One box, one layer, but you still get a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, the base, all the pieces of Nightcrawler, as we can see here, colors looking vibrant. Let's take a look at some of the BAMFs. I think the sculpt looks great. They look like cloud plumes. Loving the colors, the pink to purple. That looks great. Here's the second piece. And these will go in between the Sentinel's fingers. So I love the way they sculpted this. And this little kind of like explosion, atom bomb type of mushroom cloud look almost. And then this last piece that has a spike, which will also go through the Sentinel fingers. Very cool on the BAMF pieces. Here are Kurt's hands. He's got the two fingers and a thumb. I love the purple pinkish highlights you can see going along the seam of his gloves. The folds within the gloves look great. And then the switch out exclusive pieces, the swords. Now, I'm not really a big fan of swashbuckling Nightcrawler, but I love how these swords are highly detailed. I mean, look at the guards, the handle. Let's get a closer look here. That texture and that gold trim looks great. Going into the blade itself. So a nice touch, you gotta have it for Nightcrawler. Then we have his tail. I love how this blue pops, man. That sky blue, it's almost glowing. The underside of the tail is a darker blue. He's got the kind of manta ray end of his tail. And then we're going into the portrait. Beautifully done. Look at the shading on the face. The lighter blues going into the dark blue shading. The yellow eyes. He's got the elf ears. And so much detail sculpted into his hair. It's kind of wild in the back, longer with that part in the front with the light blue highlights. Beautiful. And then the body. I love how they're doing a lean character. First of all, look at the pink highlights throughout his thighs, on the feet, those huge two-toed with the thumb on the back foot. But you usually see big muscular characters. I like how you have this lean acrobatic type of character. Again, with the purple and pink highlights running along the thighs here. Great attention to detail, and then that muscular lean back. Now the base is kind of big and heavy, so let's get that on the table and take a good look at that Sentinel hand. Alright, here we go. So first of all, the paint applications are amazing. I love that blue metallic shine and so much intricate details in the actual Sentinel hand. You can see all the black pieces making up the knuckles and the gears. The smoke plumes, the BAMF pieces that surround it look awesome. I love how it's engulfing that hand. And you're getting a whole huge quarter scale Sentinel hand for this piece. I think it's magnificently done. And we're going to go ahead and do the assembly, keying Nightcrawler into this Sentinel hand. Alright, so first smoke plume goes on the front of the base right here. That blends in pretty nice. Then we have two more BAMF pieces. I wish they blended in a little bit nicer. We'll take a closer look at that once we get this in there. Okay, so like I said, in between the fingers, and then that other kind of dual piece goes in the back. Nightcrawler will key right here in the middle with his left foot. His right foot actually magnetizes to the smoke plume that we just keyed in. So that'll line up once I find the hole here, and there we go. All right, so make sure he's sitting nice and flush. Let's back out a little bit. We'll get his tail attached. That'll magnetize in right here. Moving up, let's get that portrait put on there. So he'll be looking over his left shoulder. That looks great. No seam on the neck because of the costume. And same with the hands. As you'll notice, it has like a little cutout, a triangular cutout where his costume meets his gloves. No seams on the hands either. That looks amazing. This is my preferred look, honestly. Like I said, not really a fan of Pirate Nightcrawler. But if they didn't include that, there would be an uproar within the community. So let's get those swords in his hands. And, you know, I do kind of like the fact that he has weapons. And you could even do one or the other. One with a sword and one without. Switch it out however you'd like. Let's take a look at Nightcrawler in full. But before we do that, This video is brought to you by THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. That Spider-Man Booth is now doing subscription boxes, and they have some great exclusives for the month of December. They got a Ninja Funk Issue 2 Secret Christmas cover. It's an Alex Cormack exclusive with concept art by JPG himself and Molly Wood. They did 250 regulars, 100 foils, and there's a 1 out of 1 medal. Cover has not been revealed yet. Also, will include an Alpha Betas one, same cover artist, Alex Cormack, who has that Rick and Morty style. Another concept by JPG McFly, which they made 600 regulars, 100 foils, and another 1 out of 1 medal. Make sure to visit ThatSpiderManBooth.com and subscribe to their subscription box. Alright guys, and here we go, Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner. What a beautiful piece, man. I think Sideshow did a great job here, with just one small flaw, which we'll get into more into the review. First, let's take the dimensions. With the exclusive, it looks like his right sword is the tallest point, which is gonna make him about 24 inches tall. Without that, you're looking at right about where his hand is here, just about 22 inches tall. Pretty big piece, right? So you have this sentinel hand. The width of the base is about 13 inches. Depending on which way you position this guy, the depth is about 9, but it could protrude out a little bit more or less with the arm switch outs. Now, the exclusive piece retails $615, which I think is a great price, man. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and that's why I've always championed Sideshow and have gotten a lot of criticism for it as well. But I just feel like, man, you're keeping pieces under $1,000. You're keeping shipping to 1 box. They're cranking out high quality pieces. I mean, you saw up close with the paint applications. I'm getting ahead of myself. $615, and they made $1,250. Now that is the, I guess, downside to the collectible aspect of this, that their edition sizes are higher. It's $595 if you want the collector's edition, which doesn't come with the swords, and they made 2,000 of those. So, kind of already letting the cat out the bag. I love the paint applications, I love the price point, I love the agility and movement in this piece. The only flaw is really the seams around the center of the smoke plumes, the Banff pieces in the middle of the sentinel hand. The seams are a little more pronounced than I would like. I don't know if they could have maybe offset that by making some darker lines within the other plumes to kind of hide the fact that they're so prominent there. But that's really the only piece that has seams. Nothing on Nightcrawler really has seams. I mean, there is a line on his neck, but that's where his costume ends, so I feel like that's forgivable. I think they did an amazing job on this sculpt here all around, from the sentinel hand to the base, to the movement of the plumes, to Nightcrawler's agility and overall motion of this piece. I just think they knocked it out the park. This was sculpted by a new name that I haven't seen before. Marco Plouf did an amazing job, along with Will Harbottle, who helped on the sculpt and the design as well. Richard Long on the design, Casey Love on the paint, and the rest of the Sideshow development team for this piece, which I think they nailed. Let me know what you guys think about Nightcrawler in the comments down below. I'm going to leave you with him spinning on the turntable. Stay minty fresh. Peace.